Hey YouTube, how's it going? Sorry for the delay in videos, but my car's been in the shop and there's many reasons why. The first one you can tell is I finally put in that Heico lower skirt. It didn't lower it that much if you look carefully, but it looks really clean and it follows the line of the car. Here, I'll show you from the side. I thought it looked pretty nice. And then I got really annoyed with the daytime running lights because they were really yellow. So I went to Eurosport Tuning and bought an EMD lighting kit. So now they're actually, on the camera they show blue, but they look purplish blue in real life. And then also, if we go to the back, I have them on the back for the license plate, which looks pretty cool. They were also yellow at first, and the next lights that I'm changing are these ones right here, but they haven't made any yet. But I'm just waiting for them. And then show you a new thing that I did. I put in the HID kit. Yes, I finally did it, and it didn't cost as much as I thought. It only cost me about $199 for the kit and about $60 cash for install. Because I didn't want to wire it myself, because the first two times we did it, it didn't work out well because the lighting relay didn't work and it wasn't compatible. So I bought a Volvo compatible HID kit, and I thought it looks really good. And that little glowing halo-ish thing there, that's just a blue bulb that I bought for the high beams just because I didn't want the yellow ones. I don't ever use high beams, so I'm not going to buy HID kits for my high beams. But the way I mounted it, well, they mounted it actually. Yeah, I really need to change my cone. Here's one of the ballasts, and they mounted the other ballast just here. Awesome. Looks really clean. And then, if you hadn't heard when I turned on the car, I also changed the exhaust. I changed it to a Eurosport 3-inch tip, 2.5-inch full Catback exhaust. I don't know if you can hear that rumble, but I'll give you a rev so you can hear the sound of it compared to my old exhaust. That was 3,500 to 4,500 to 5,500 RPM. I thought it sounded pretty mean. It looks good too. And then I changed the brakes as well, but I changed those ages ago, so that's not rust. That's from when I cleaned the rims the other day, and the cleaning solution got on the wheel. You can just wipe it off in your hand. It's quite simple. So yeah, that's what's done to the car so far. I'm also planning to put in a sound system, which I'll show you what I'm planning to do. Here, I'll just turn off the car. Now, what I'm planning to do with the sound system involves a guy that I know who lives around where I live actually. And here. It's a place called Audio Illusion. It's on Spears Road. I don't know any of you who live in Canada, but if you do, I would highly recommend you go check this website out. He does any type of custom install you want. Literally, any type. Here, I'll show you. This is the kind of deck. Here, I'll bring this into my car. Okay, now if you look here, there's a pocket here, that's useless space. I wanted to put in a touchscreen deck, but up until 2 months ago, there was none available for the Volvo V70 2005 edition. There was from 2004 and below, but not for mine. because the only thing they could make was a custom plate, but they could only put a regular deck of any other car. But since they made it for this car, this is for the older version, the 2004. It's similar. If you look, this is the pocket, and this is where everything else is right here. But I have a silver trim that goes on the side, so they're gonna have to bevel it a bit, take it a bit out, and then they're gonna have to remount it, because I don't want this pocket. I don't really use it. I just shove my receipts in there. So it's gonna be this full deck here. It's gonna be the touchscreen about, I'm not sure about the size of it, but I know it's gonna be a Kenwood Exelon series. It's gonna be pretty tight. That's also a Kenwood, but that's not the Exelon series. The Exelon series, here, let's see if they have one. Do they have one here? They have one on, I don't know if you can see that one. I can't zoom in the picture, unfortunately, but that's relatively what it would look like. And he's done tons of custom work. His guy's name's Arlindo. He's pretty much the most amazing person I know who does sound systems. Like, he'll do fully custom. He does the whole Audi on the back for this Audi system using a Crossfire amp, 2 400 watt, running on a cross. Oh, it's amazing. This is another one using two Audition amps in a 350Z. The custom work there is unbelievable. This system, I looked at the guy's car. It was a $15,000 system, but it was well worth it. The type of equipment used and the quality of install is unmatched. This is a Phoenix Gold system, complete Phoenix Gold system, except for the capacitor right there. It's running off of a 800 watt amp there, single channel, and a 4-channel 600 watt for these component speakers, and then the 2 subs. This is the single channel is running the subs, all Phoenix Gold. I am not using Phoenix Gold in this car. I'm actually going to use a Hertz component system and a Hertz subsystem and even a Hertz amplifier. The reason for that is because Arlindo believes it'll produce the most amount of sound, but the way that I'm installing it is different. Because in a Volvo, you have the stock tweeter mount there, you have your component speaker there, you have another one here, but you also have 2 in those back pillars. So in the total in this car, there are 10 speakers, which is a lot. And I don't want to have really dampened sound. I want crisp highs, but I also want them to produce a lot of bass from the speakers alone, let alone the subs. Now, where I'm mounting the subs is similar to this RX-8. If you can see down there, he mounted them in his trunk, but the way I'm doing it is going to be different. Here, I'll show you. Now, what's fortunate about Volvos is, see, yeah, I went to go talk to him about the Hertz series. This is his business card. I don't know why I won't focus on that, but that's him. Now, what I plan to do, what makes it easier for him is not only do I have this right here, this is my battery, obviously. This is my final coat. That'll have to be remounted somewhere else. This produces a charge that runs an electrical current on my car so that no future rust and even the rust that is there can grow. It prevents all of it. So if you want to protect your car against rust, I highly recommend this. It's called Final Coat. They have a website online. I got it from my Volvo dealership. You could probably inquire about it at your dealership or just go to their website. Highly, highly recommended. Anyways, so my wheel weld is actually pretty deep. It goes out pretty far. So what I'm planning on doing is I want to be able to keep this, not this in particular, but the cover of it, the idea of a cover, so that, because I can mount in here, it's a good inch below the top cover that I'm holding up right now. So that provides me enough space to put in amplifier, and then in the wheel welds right here, I'm gonna put in either, we haven't discussed it yet, but I think I'm either gonna put 2 10-inch Hertz series subs or one dual coil 12. I don't know which one's gonna sound better. We're gonna see. We're gonna see budget wise. This build's gonna cost a hefty amount, but I really don't care. I want this to be produced properly, and he's gonna deliver, I know for sure. He's the one who did my other Volvo. If you haven't watched the videos, go ahead and check it out. He did that one. That one I was limited on budget, and I was limited to size of speakers because the Volvo 940 series has a very, very, very very shallow door, so it's much harder. And yeah, that's my install. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be loading some more videos about this car going 0 to 60 and some more subwoofer videos later on. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, YouTube.